Coachella was literally one of the worst experiences of my entire life.
And the food prices are absolutely diabolical.
That was at least 50,000 people in that crowd.
All of a sudden, I can't hear in this ear.
They stole our speaker.
There's no black people here.
This wind is fierce. They don't tell you.
This lemonade was $14.
So 2 pizzas and a lemonade for $40.
I probably was only there for like 30 minutes and I had to leave.
I was going to the bathroom frequently.
I was so desperate that I had to go in the porta potty. That's not smoke. That's dust.
What is wrong with everybody? You just leave your trash like that?
What's up, my beauties? It's your girl Sandy. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another episode of The World is Ghetto. Yes, y'all, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing amazing today. Now, we've already seen everything that people just went through just trying to get to Coachella weekend one, but what about when they actually got inside? Because honestly, when you look online, everything looks perfect, the outfits, the vibes, the influences, but baby, that is not the real story, and it's not the full story. Because baby, these people were going through it, and I'm here to expose what actually happened after they went through their stress, thinking that, oh, the stress then ended. Baby, they were met with thing after thing after thing after thing, and baby, I'm here to expose them. And just to let y'all know, I know I told y'all we're waiting for weekend 2, which actually starts today, April 17th through the 19th. So consider this part as I'm gonna say a part 1.5, a follow-up from the people who went to weekend 1. Some others who literally went there, spent thousands, was there just for 30 minutes and had to leave because they felt it wasn't worth it. Others having to deal with just nightmares at night, just the dust, and having to, you know, sleep with bandanas on their face because of the dust, and having to use porta potties, walking miles and miles just to go use a pot. Child, I can't even put them all here, but y'all get the gist. We're going to be taking a look at that as we wait on the people getting in, because you know they're going in this weekend. So part 2 is still gonna come. I know y'all waiting on that. Weekend 2 is coming. We're waiting on them to get settled. They're traveling as I speak right now. They're getting settled in, and we're gonna get some footage for the weekend. But for now, baby, I want to put y'all on to see what happened after they got into the event and had to deal with other things that they didn't expect, honey, because they thought it was a once in a lifetime, honey, experience. But I promise you, this is just crazier than everybody thought it would be. So anyway, I hope you guys are ready for this one. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. My name is Sandy. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. My day ones, y'all know what we do. We do the same. Like, comment, subscribe. We're linked down in the comment section. We talk about this, honey. And don't forget to hype the video up. It really does help me. So with that being said, I hope you guys are ready for this one. I hope you guys are ready for the tea. Get comfortable. Get ready, because it's about to be a real wild roller coaster ride. Okay, with that being said, let's get right into.
I'm at the Coachella camping hub, and the food prices are absolutely diabolical. Okay, even spicy pie up their prices. It's $12 a slice. No. We have Dave's hot chicken and 1 slider, no fries, is $19. Okay, yeah. This is the most diabolical though. 1 matcha being $17.50 for the strawberry and the double matcha. Like, you're joking. Just take out a loan really quick so I could get a matcha. I'll be sticking to hot dogs and chips. After a couple drinks, I might buy a little pizza.
I just bought pizza, 2 pizzas and a lemonade for $40. And he had the audacity to ask me for a tip. Okay, let's try this. This pizza looks dry as fuck. Lemonade. The lemonade is watered down. A young dog is playing. I'm doing it. Let's try the veggie.
It's crazy. This is how it looks.
This is what a Coachella toilet looks like. It stinks of poo in here. Bye. Hold the door for me. Look at how they give the toilet paper here. It's so random. It's on the door. That's the flush. I mean, it's not great, but I feel like it's definitely better than the UK ones. And up we go.
Why do you keep on getting other people?
We are good, but we have people trying to push the barricade right now. I don't think that's gonna happen here.
I don't give a fuck.
It's not gonna happen here, but she's trying to push into a barricade, and it's just not gonna happen.
Just in case anyone was wondering what it's like when you have to use the bathroom while you're car camping and it's 2 in the morning, it's windy as fuck. I'm literally like bracing myself up against this wind. It's freezing. I'm in full sweats. My nose is dripping. You have to sleep with a bandana on or else you'll just like breathe in all of the dust. Let me show you the dust. That's not smoke. That's dust. And we sleep in that. Okay, also after that treacherous journey that it took to get to the luxurious bathrooms that Coachella provides for the campers, let me show you what we're working with. I don't know how people live like this. I'm going in.
Cherubs, I feel like we all need to gather around and address something. I saw a comment that was like, oh my god, I love that she's camping, like this makes me love her even more. And someone else replied like, yeah, I bet she got offered to stay in a mansion and she chose not to. Baby, I'm humble, not stupid. I am not above anything. Like if needed, I will stay in a closet. I am not picky. However, if given options to pick from, I will pick the better option. And I'm sorry, I'm humble, not stupid. I will pick the mansion over camping every fucking time. Hello? Would we not all? Would you not want a shower, a toilet, walls? You know, like I appreciate it, but also I think we need to get over this idea that like people need to struggle to be humble and people need to struggle in order to be relatable. Relatability is just whatever you want it to be, you know? Anyways, love y'all. I'm surviving barely, but whatever.
So I just got back from the hospital after Coachella, and this is your sign to please take care of your body. It was around 8 p.m. of last night, which was Tuesday. I just got back home from Coachella. I had an amazing time. I thought it was okay. Basically, I was like, oh, I have like a lump on my throat. I thought it was like chicken or like something in my esophagus that was like stuck in there. And I couldn't help but think like, what if I'm like choking? I couldn't sleep. Like there was an instance I was like drinking water and also like drinking like soda just to make sure like it goes down, but it wasn't going down. And then I went to the hospital around like 1 o'clock. Started getting nauseous. I was like, I don't know what was happening to me. Apparently, basically my entire blood sugar was low. I was dehydrated. They had to put IVs on me. This is just a friendly reminder that like life is really precious. I was so scared. I was in the hospital. I was like, why are they putting all these things on me? So if you're going this weekend, please take care of yourself. Have fun, but also eat a well-balanced meal and drink lots of fluids.
Pretty sure I have the norovirus. I started throwing up at 5 in the morning today, and it's just kind of been downhill from there. I can't even keep down water. Like I literally have to eat ice chips. But then I saw that people at Coachella got it, but I didn't eat that pizza. But I'm like, did I get it from Coachella? Did I get it from something I ate yesterday? But it's weird because my boyfriend and I eat like literally the same things every day, and he's perfectly fine. But this also low-key happened to him when we went to Denver and we ate all the same things, and like he got it and I didn't. So I don't really know the mechanics of any of this. But oh my god, I know this saying is like I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemies, but like if there is someone preying on my downfall, like I totally wish them this. What is it, norovirus? I don't know, the thing that's like food poisoning. This shit sucks. Like I don't think I've ever felt this bad in my life. Like I can't even get up out of bed. I was on such a high from Coachella. Like this has actually been my best Coachella experience, and I don't know, I came back and now it just like slapped me in the face. And it was my favorite Coachella experience despite our car breaking down and like, oh, and also staying an hour away from actual Coachella. Like despite hurdles like that, like it was still my best time that I've had. And now I literally feel like I'm at the end. Can you guys please give me advice on home remedies that are low effort that I can do right now?
This is what 20
$25 worth of food. You already know the prices are up here. You get the first bite. Cheers.
So a couple of creators at Coachella got sick off of some pizza. Now, I'm not gonna say the name of the pizza place because I don't know definitively. They don't even know definitively if that particular pizza place got them sick. But just know a few people that ate the pizza from a particular place that I know y'all probably gonna put in the comments, you know, they got sick. Listen, y'all be out here in the heat. You know, it's a lot of factors that can weigh in as to why you get sick. I would hope that the pizza place and other food stands and stuff like that are caring for the food properly, or storing it properly, keeping it at the right temperatures, you know, stuff like that. But that is a huge risk you take, especially when you go into these festivals and the weather is hot. It's hot. And, you know, I feel like a lot of times they be trying to, you know, make sure they have enough supply, but a lot of times they don't be having the space to put the supply to store it properly. So I feel bad for the creators that got their Coachella first weekend ruined because of the pizza place. But girl, look, it's like a Mama Tina situation all over again.
Yeah, so I don't think I'll be getting the IV that comes with, well, it doesn't come with, that's offered here at the Safari Campgrounds. It's a base price of $250, not including the price of the actual IV. So we're looking at $500 plus. Yeah, no. That's when it's like, oh, right, like this Safari accommodation is definitely for people who can afford that. I mean, I could pay that, but I just feel like, I don't know. I just got a Sprite. I'm gonna go get some kind of like bread or muffin and we'll see what holds. Hi, my name is Tyler Wells and I'm your Coachella King. Yeah, so this is what my day has looked like. This is my second trip for the medical tent. Yeah, after my last update I was down bad and I was alone in my tent and I was scared and that queasy feeling got worse. I started having abdominal pain and I was like, again, alone, like, and the Safari doesn't have bland foods. So like, I really needed like, I've eaten a muffin today, but any water I sipped just went straight out the other end. I luckily did not puke today, but I felt like it the whole day. So around 8:39, I was like, I need to go back to the medical tent. They came and picked me up on a golf cart, took me here. They gave me more Zofran, Imodium, because I was going to the bathroom frequently. And then they gave me another IV and some Tylenol for the abdominal pain. And I just took that with a little bit of food because, again, there's like no bland diet. Anywhere here at the festival, like there's nowhere I could literally go and get a banana, rice, toast. Like I know you guys are recommending that, the brat diet, right? There's nowhere. Safari doesn't have it. It's all greasy foods. And after this all started from eating, I'm guessing, eating that pizza in the festival. So anyway, I feel much better. Justin's on in 10 minutes. There's part of me that could go, but I feel like I shouldn't. I feel like I should go back to my tent, go to bed, get some rest, in hopes that there's any salvaging day 3. As much as I really want to see Justin, and Pablo's going to see Justin, but also I showed up to Sabrina's set maybe 10 minutes before she came on last night, and I have artist guest passes. And I didn't even talk about how crazy, busy, packed that section is. So I feel like definitely for Justin it would not be a good idea. So yeah, I am literally at a loss for words that this is what my content has turned into. I told you I was going to give a shout. Oh, and can we also talk about how I quite literally foreshadowed talk about manifestation of the power of your words. When we first got here on Thursday and I said to youth, to the people, stop, you guys are going to give me diarrhea. Wow, I really manifested that one, didn't I? This is hilarious and I can't wait to laugh about it with you guys, but I really appreciate all of the comments supporting me, like truly. When you feel alone and you're I don't know if I'm like a hypochondriac or I'm not gonna film that, but there's people being wheeled into this medical tent left and right on stretchers, and the guy was wheeled in on the stretcher next to me. He's snoring his life away. As he should. They've been really helpful here. They've been very, very, very helpful, and I appreciate the medics here for looking out for me.
Guys, they stole our fucking speaker. Both of them. Second year in a row. Both of them. They stole up. Tag JBL. Let them know we need a new speaker.
But this time they broke in, huh?
They broke into our tent. They took both of our speakers. I don't know what's going on. I already contacted La Campana.
What they say?
They say they're working on it. But hey.
Four cars pulled up. Hi, Sarah. How are you? To find the speaker. Well, they searched for it. They took the speaker.
I'll tell you what it is. They took it.
Yeah, security. Yeah.
Really? Yeah. Which one? You saw them?
They stole our shit? Four cars to take your security guards? We thought like there was something serious happening.
We thought you were pushing weight or something.
Yeah.
I thought you guys were the cartel. Hey, yo, you kind of are, yeah.
Did the homie get some scary voice?
Hey, come chill here.
No, but yeah, they had four cars.
That shit's low-key like $2,000, bro.
I know. They have it. Security has it.
Yeah.
You think
I feel like you gotta leave a note.
I would go talk to security.
Yeah, they left no.
Fucking no.
No.
You need to leave a note.
No, yeah.
Imagine if we hopefully the guys in the tent next to them caught onto it.
They saw it, yeah.
There were a few chicks in the tent.
If we were here, you'd just be like, someone stole it.
Someone stole my shit.
Yeah, you would literally be like, oh, some random person. That's what you would think. You wouldn't think security had it.
Yeah.
You would think someone came and jacked your shit.
They retrieved their speaker because the securities confiscated their speakers while they were gone. Confiscated or took it or robbed it?
Robbed it? I don't know. They broke in, bro.
Look, and there's lines and all that shit. Okay, let's lock in and do this shit. You see, these are the lines. There's lines and whatever. 154. We just got in the line. Let's see how long this shit takes. Yeah. Look at this line. This shit is a twister and a turner. This shit is a fucking $6 foot long line. Let's see how long this shit is gonna fucking take. No wonder people camp. Fucking just go to your fucking tent and fucking knock out shit. Next year I'm gonna do that shit. Get me drunk on knockout. I'm over this shit. 3 a.m. We're finally getting in the damn bus. I have no words. That shit took like, I don't even know, an hour or something. Oh, this music needs to get lowered. This music needs to be turned off. I'm getting a headache. 3:37 and we're barely getting to our damn hotel. Oh my gosh, it's 3:30. We are barely getting to the hotel. Okay, now it's time to go to bed. Good night. Exhausted. Bye-bye.
We're better than this. Clean up your trash. Like, clean up your trash. This is disgusting. This is just absolutely like, what is wrong with everybody? You just leave your trash like that? You don't pick it up after yourself? Look, it just keeps going. Look at all the trash. This girl's taking a picture in the trash.
So I tried spicy pie for the first time yesterday at Coachella. Now I'm finding out that other people felt sick afterwards, and I felt so queasy afterward, and I had to go to the porta potty. So that's how you know it was really, really bad. I was so desperate that I had to go in the porta potty. I went into Coachella, I ate the pizza, and then I had to go back to the shuttle stop to get something from the car. And the shuttle yesterday was a mess. It took forever. And not only was it a really, really long ride, but the bathroom in the shuttle was broken. So when I finally got off the shuttle, I had to use the porta potties walking towards the festival, not even inside the festival. So now I'm finding out that other people got sick from spicy pie. I think I'll never eat it again. I'm scared to eat. I was gonna have boiling crab today.
Coachella was literally one of the worst experiences of my entire life. I had never been before. This was my first time going, and it really is as bad as people say it is. And the worst part was actually the interaction with Chapel Roan. So, first of all, the people stink exactly like they say they do. Everyone there smells like horrible BO. The second thing is the people don't know what they're doing, the people that work there. You ask 3 different people for directions on where to go, and 3 different employees will tell you 3 different answers. Doesn't make any sense. So I was watching, as you can see right here, Children of Chandra, right? And they were performing, and then they brought Chapel Roan on stage. Well, the Jumbotron screen thing showed me, like they put the camera on me, like they wanted to bring me on stage. And so I went up anyway because I was like, whatever, right? Well, my little sister is a big fan of Chapel Roan. And so I was like, well, I'm going to ask her for an autograph, right? So I asked her for an autograph, and she goes, only if you remove your hijab. And I was like, but it's my faith. And then she aggressively ripped it off my head, and then she spit on it and then stomped on it on the ground. Then she had everybody boo me off stage and spit on me as I just left. So I left early, not going back. It was one of the worst experiences of my life.
When I went to Coachella and told you guys Justin Bieber was the worst performer, y'all got really mad at me. And it was because I didn't give you guys an explanation. So I'm going to tell you guys why I thought he was the absolute worst performer. Like, it was bad. Like, I was irritated. Mind you, this is coming from a person that, like, is literally entertained by everything and anything. It was so bad. I was so bored. And I know it wasn't just me, because the people that I was around looked so utterly bored. I was, like, literally not even 10 minutes into the performance, people were, like, slithering through the crowd, leaving. At least where I was at, people were leaving, people were bored, people were saying that they're bored, like waiting for the concert to get good, like people were leaving and bored. Okay, in the beginning of the concert, he was playing the worst songs imaginable. I don't know if it was like his unreleased songs or like his new songs, but he was playing these super boring, slow songs. Everybody was just looking at each other, looking confused. Everybody was confused because they was like, what is in my ear? Right? Like, no one knew the words, no one was singing, everyone was bored. It was super slow songs. In the beginning of a concert performance or whatever, you're supposed to get the crowd hype. Like, if he started the performance with one of his like older songs, like baby, like one of his older iconic songs, that would have been lit. But he started the performance with these slow songs that nobody knew, and so by the time he played the bangers, everybody was bored and half the people already left. And when he was playing the bangers, he literally screenshot his YouTube from his laptop, put it on the big screen, and he was just playing the songs from YouTube. No backup dancers, no performance. He was just playing YouTube videos on the performance. Hello, this is Coachella. I was looking at the crowd. There was at least 50,000 people in that crowd. 50,000 people waiting for a banger performance, and you just playing YouTube, no backup there, no performance, no nothing. There was no excitement, just YouTube playing in the back. This is Coachella. Every performance that I watched before Justin Bieber had sick dancers, sick visuals. Justin Bieber's visuals was YouTube in the background. That was it. Like, how disappointing. I was so disappointed. I was so irritated. Me and my friend Maddie that came with me, we were so disappointed. We were so irritated. We left early. Everybody was so excited to see him and got like the biggest letdown ever. That was the matter of fact, that wasn't even the worst performance at Coachella. That was the worst performance that I have ever been to in life. I've been to so many concerts in my life. Justin Bieber ended up being the worst, which is so disappointing because you're Justin Bieber. Like, I was expecting to be blown away. No, that was awful. It was so bad.
We just got a slice of pizza from a place that claims they are New York style pizza. I've lived in New Jersey for 4 years. I'll be the judge of that. Upon first glance, that looks mid. That's a rough one right there. That is not giving crispy. First of all, not crunchy at all. Soggy. And honestly, the dough is shit. That's the worst one we've had so far. This shit was $13. Not a terrible price, but a terrible slice of pizza.
Bro, if you know, you know. The day after Coachella. Let's not look at the freeway. Oh my God, bro. Please stop coming out here, man. I can't take this shit no more, bro. Like, oh my God.
I was harassed by a security guard working Coachella. So if you were the head of security on Saturday at the Do Lab at closing around 1:30 p.m., this is for you. And this is also for Coachella staffing, because I feel like there could clearly be a much better screening and training process to avoid situations like this, because I don't think this is the first time that this has happened by this man's behavior. So this year I was working Coachella, I was working for a food vendor, and I took it off, but just for proof, I have the Working Plus wristband, okay? So it's Saturday night, I'm off of a high of just coming from the Bieber set, and I'm just trying to get home. Where I was staying was actually on site, and it was right behind the Do Lab. I'm walking from main stage all the way to Do Lab, and I end up going to the gate that was in between the Do Lab and Sahara. And I also want to preface that when you're working and you have those kind of wristbands, you're able to kind of cut through emergency exits and back ends because sometimes that's where you need to go for your shift. So I will say it's a little bit convenient. I pull up to the first gate. I met with 5 security guards who were super kind, but they just kept insisting that they couldn't let me through that gate, even though I went the night before. But either way, I wasn't trying to be a problem. I know they're tired. I'm sure they probably gotten the same spiel from other people. So I just said, I totally understand. Can you please just direct me towards another gate that I can go to? Again, very kindly just tell me to go to the other gate that's on the other side of the Do Lab. And I said, thank you so much. Again, I'm not trying to be a problem at all. Like, thank you for your help. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. And they said the same thing, being super respectful, telling me to get home safe. And this is when I come across the shitty security guard, and my night kind of just took a turn for the worse. As I'm starting to cut through the Do Lab, I can hear someone yelling at me from a bit of a distance, and it's the head of security. And I don't know, the way he was acting, he must have thought he was the head of security. But he's approaching me, talking in a very loud voice, already kind of frustrated, yelling at me that I need to clear this area and I need to get out. I need to start heading towards the exit. I'm headed the wrong way. Because where I'm headed, this gate is basically in between Quasar and the Do Lab. Mind you, when I've been coming in and out, I have been going through that gate as well. So I'm trying to explain to him, I'm trying to show him my wristbands and be like, hey, like I'm working this event. I'm just headed to my campsite. I am leaving. I'm clearing the premises. I promise I'm going to get out of your hair. As I'm talking, he continues to start raising his voice even louder. He's few feet away from me, so I can hear him fine. But he's yelling at me saying like, I don't give a fuck, like you need to get the fuck out. And this is when he starts cursing at me. So I was like, okay, he's obviously aggressive. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to reason with this man. As I'm still trying to explain myself, telling him that I'm headed to the right gate. I just went to this other gate. I was directed towards here. I promise I'm getting out of the way. I won't be here. The frustrating part is when I'm noticing that he's yelling at me and we're trying to talk, I see tons of other people sitting down, not moving a muscle, and yet he's pressing me when I'm the one walking and like strutting out of this place. All of a sudden, he starts putting his hand in front of my face and starts pointing at me to go towards the main exit. And I'm telling him, that is not the way that I need to go. I'm literally on the other side of this gate. I promise I know where I'm going. As I'm starting to realize I'm not gonna be able to reason with him, I start taking steps to walk. But as I'm taking steps to walk, he takes his shoulder, because he's not allowed to touch me, and starts shoulder bumping me towards the main exit. Then it really takes a turn for the worse. And as he starts to notice that I'm in strut, he's not stopping me. I know where I'm going. And at this point, if I need to go speak with somebody else, or again, go to 100 feet over and get my boss to prove that I'm not lying, I'll do it. As I'm strutting away, he's following me and he starts again cursing, saying mean things to me. The one thing that I remember him specifically saying was that this is why he fucking can't stand Coachella, because he hates fucking privileged kids who come here and think they could do whatever they want. This whole time, I'm keeping my calm, I'm keeping my composure, because I recognize that I'm a woman, I'm by myself at this point, and it's 1:30. And if I cause a bigger problem with this person, it might turn into a huge thing, and I really might have to go to the main gate. And I don't want to walk a mile around just to get to my campsite. Once he makes that comment about me being privileged, I explain to him, I'm not privileged. I'm here working it just like you are. Again, in a very, very calm voice, because also I didn't really have a voice at this point already, when he makes this comment where he literally tells me to shut the fuck up, bitch. I was really shocked in the moment, and I just continued to keep walking. He ended up fading away, and I got through the gate just fine. I just start bawling, crying. And honestly, it still makes me like a little bit emotional, as it was honestly something that I've never experienced, because like coming from a man who's supposed to be a security guard, like someone who's supposed to like protect and keep people safe, I ended up like making it back to my campsite. I'm crying. I'm explaining to my friends this situation, and they all just cannot think it's like acceptable. So like the whole point of this long video is that I hope that maybe it comes across like some Coachella staffers page and understand maybe who was on this shift and give them a talking to, because I don't want this person to get fired. He might have really had a bad night. He might have had a frustrating night, but still, that's no way to talk to someone, especially if I'm not matching your energy in any way of trying to be disturbing or rude or anything. I hope Coachella training staff that you maybe again implement like a better screening process or better training experience, so that nobody else has to go through something like this. Coachella, they're staffing that man will just do better, because I hope that this also comes across his page, because I know he didn't forget me, because he was up in my face yelling at me. Just do better. I hope whatever was going on for you that night, it got better and you had a better day the next day. And I just hope that you continue to do better, especially going into weekend 2.
First time at Coachella, this is fierce. This wind is fierce. They don't tell you, babe. So you don't feel FOMO if you don't come to Coachella. That's the Ferris wheel over there, and this is this tower thing. I don't know what's going on here, really. I was not gonna go in. It looks like a simulation. Like they're all just like walking like in a circle. It looks like, I don't know, it doesn't look enticing. And then over there we have this fierce little Ferris wheel. I'm sure she's not gonna walk all the way over there, so I took a photo, and then I'm gonna use Apple cleanups like a real bitch. So it's gonna be real. It's gonna be real fucking fierce. And yeah, sickening. Now we're gonna go and get a Uber, and that was the experience. And I will say, this wind speed with a little bit of rain, this shit would fuck us all up. Florida could never have this type of wind speed for real.
Okay,
quick story time, but I met well, I didn't even get to meet her. I didn't even want to meet her because she was so rude, but went to an event at Coachella with my sister, and this influencer who is super fucking popular, like very, very, very popular, and who I honestly used to really like, was so rude. And like, I've never seen influencers actually be mean. Like, I've heard of it happening, and I've seen other people have like horror stories about it. But one of my sister's friends went up to this girl to ask her for a picture. And like, they had talked briefly before, like we saw them talking briefly before, but she went up to her, asked her for a picture. And I kid you not, she was like, no, not right now. And fully turned around, started talking to her friends. And like, I get it, some people want privacy or whatever, but it's like, but you're at a fucking event. You're not even the main reason we're here. It's 5 seconds out of your day to take a picture with this girl. And like, that was just so rude and like standoffish. And then there was a moment where me and my sister were like walking, and the girl like kind of shoulder checked my sister, not on purpose, but my sister apologized. And she went, and kept walking. And I was like, there's no way she's acting like that right now. Like, that's actually insane. And so then my sister was telling me how she's seen her a few times in LA, and it's always that energy. It's always very like rude, standoffish. And it's crazy because like, I feel like she grew, I don't know if she grew suddenly, but she did work to get to where she is. But to me, I'm like, you should be even more humble. Like, that should make you even more humble. You know what I mean? Like, why are you're sitting there acting like you're fucking better than everyone else here when you're not even the main event. I just think that's fucking nuts.
If you're not going to Coachella and you feel really left out, let me tell you why you shouldn't. As someone who went as a normal person and not as an influencer, it was one of the worst concert experiences I've ever had. If you're not going as an influencer, you don't have your entire trip paid for, and Coachella costs like thousands of dollars. The accommodation, the Ubers, the actual festival itself are all so freaking expensive, like super insanely expensive, like thousands of dollars. And the accommodations you find will be overpriced, and they're not even that good. Getting inside the festival is a nightmare. Firstly, there's no place for you to be dropped off at. Festival's like really disorganized. So I remember we asked like 20 different people, where do we go? And they were like, oh, we don't know. And they actually worked for the event. So you'll end up sitting in traffic for most of the time before you can find a spot and get dropped off. You think that's the end of it, right? But no, you have another what feels like an hour-long walk to actually get into the festival. The walk you have to do is on this super dusty, bumpy, like unpaved road, which was really hard for my friend because they were in a wheelchair. So I was trying to pull them, and then I felt bad because they kept getting knocked over and falling out of their wheelchair. So it was not like wheelchair accessible friendly. Blazing sun is so hot, but there's no places to sit, there's no shade, so you end up just sitting on the ground, and it can get really, really dirty, and people just kind of throw their garbage around. You have two people playing at once, and you'll be like, okay, I can go from one person to the next, but it feels like each stage is like 30 minutes away from each other. So by the time you can run over to the next stage, like that set is over. So you end up just missing a lot of your favorite people, and you only end up getting to see like 5 or 10 minutes of the people you like because you're trying to run all over the place. How much you're paying, I would expect the festival to be decorated really cute, but it's really plainly decorated. Like, they threw 1 or 2 things here, and most of the things that you see are the stuff that people take pictures in front of and stuff, but that's kind of it. It's not as well decorated as I thought it would be, so that was really disappointing because for me that's really important. Everyone's vibe is really, really bad. A lot of people were pretty mean. Everyone's just there to say that they were there and to be like, oh, I'm at Coachella, and it's less about the music and more just about like kind of showing off, it felt like. When I've been at other concerts, everyone's pretty nice about letting you through and stuff, but at Coachella, everyone can get pretty mean and be like, no, you're not coming this way and stuff, you can't go through, so it's like harder to work your way through the crowd or to reconnect with your friends or anything if you lose them. It's not as easy to take cute pictures as you think. Literally everyone's taking pictures. It's like a field of cow, but instead of cows, it's people, and so everywhere you go, when you try to take a cute picture, someone will bump into you, they'll run into you, there's like 500 people behind you in your photo, so it's like harder to get those cute pics that you see. I ended up having artist guest pass for the last night, but I was so sick because during the daytime it's burning hot, and then at nighttime it's freezing cold, and the dust is really, really intense. Like, you'll blow your nose and there'll be black dirt coming out of your nose, so I just got really sick from the extreme weather changes and the dust. So the third night I couldn't even enjoy the festival, and I probably was only there for like 30 minutes and I had to leave. And so yeah, I don't recommend. I definitely think there's way better concerts and festivals to go to that are way more cheaper and way more fun and way more worth the money. Don't feel bad if you're missing out.
All right, momento through.
Oh, hell no.
What the fuck? Okay guys, I got scammed. The wristband doesn't work.
You guys, there's so much trash everywhere. Literally everywhere. Weekend 2, don't do this. Now the poor workers have to come and clean this all up in the hot sun. And before you ask, we cleaned up all of our mess.
So you guys didn't restock for weekend 2, right?
We don't know. This is the first time that his brand has been here.
Oh wow.
So they kind of just didn't know how popular it was going to be. I believe
So weekend 2 people might not be able to buy it.
Right now we're trying to get restock it, but we just don't know.
I'm at Coachella. I just spent $43 on this little plate of nachos and this really big cup of lemonade with no ice in it. What'd you get? How much was that? $26 to try it. Bro, this is $43.
No fucking bro.
Oh my god,
If I drop my food, I would have beat your ass. That's not funny. What's wrong with you?
I don't know if that's worth, yeah.
Chonchita right now.
It's not good.
No.
Where'd you get that? I bought it for $43.
43?
Yeah, where? Over there. Alright, I honestly rate it a 4 out of 10. The cheese isn't even real cheese. It's like that melted nacho cheese. This lemonade was $14. I'm annoyed. Happy Coachella.
I'm irritated.
I'm gonna give it one more chance. Yeah. This is what we're working with. Fake walk at that. What do you rate it?
5 out of 10. So high.
This is how much I spent at Coachella weekend 1 as the poor side of Coachella girly. Okay, to start, the ticket was $5.99. Car camping was $75 because we split it between my mom and I. Next was gas. Again, my mom and I split that as well. So the first time we put gas, it was $26.85. And the second time we put gas, it was $56.83. On food, I spent $262.89. That included breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The first day I had a sandwich from the general store, teriyaki bowl, and a slice of spicy pie, which is pizza. I had 2 drinks, cucumber lime and lemonade. Day 1, I had a Starbucks sandwich and a strawberry sandwich and a lemonade. Day 2, I had watermelon, chipotle, and a Jersey Mike sandwich. And I also bought ice that day. I also bought allergy medicine. And then day 3, I had a strawberry sandwich, tacos, and island noodles, which is like grilled teriyaki noodles. And I bought 2 waters at Coachella. And last, I took an Uber to Ulta, which was $13.21. In total, with tickets and everything included, it was $1,133.30. But we did do our tickets and car camping on a payment plan. So I'm not going to include the tickets, and I'm going to say I spent $359.30, which is very similar to what I spent last year. I feel like this year I actually splurged so much more. That's all, girls.
Going to Coachella as someone who grew up low income is such a Black Mirror episode type of experience, bro. I went to a pool party. That pool was bigger than the size of the earth. And then they had a private lake. Uber Black everywhere. After party, Uber Black, Mercedes Sprinter vans. Everything is so crazy expensive. I don't even know how to feel. I'm processing it right now. One day I woke up and I cried, bro, because I'm just like, I remember my mom used to go tell me to hold up the public bus because she was running late for her fast food job because she had just come back late from her factory job. You know what I mean? And now I'm here like, I don't even know how to, I need time. Yeah, I need time to process.
Coachella? You mean paying upwards of $500 to cosplay being homeless for a week in a tent, surrounded by influencers who are dressed up like coked out hipsters whose only interaction with other human beings has been on stan Twitter accounts, and listening to a lineup of music that consists of, according to their website, Fatboy Slim? No thank you. I'd rather do anything else.
Everything worked out for me even when weird ass girls don't want it to, and here's my Coachella day one horror story. There's a video back in March about how I wanted a group of girls to go to Coachella with, or just a group in general, because none of my friends were going to Coachella. But I ended up staying with a girl because she had DM'd me on Instagram, and y'all know how Instagram DMs work. If you're verified, it just kind of shoots to the top. I had so many DMs that I was like, okay, trying to sort through them, and I also didn't want to have to like stay with somebody that I couldn't meet in person before. We decided vibes are good, so we're going to book a hotel room together. I'm totally okay with driving, and so I pick her up and I drive to Coachella. On the drive to Coachella Valley, it was already like kind of off because the entire time she was complaining, but I'm trusting because you have social media presence that you're going to be fucking normal. One Coachella rolls around and she kind of lets me know that she has to work a little bit. I think it's really funny because the brand that she works for is catching some heat right now, and it makes a lot of fucking sense that she works for them too. It is what it is. I was totally fine with it. Before we even got to Coachella, she was already kind of upset. She was stressed out because of work, and I totally get it. I totally understand it. Like, we're arriving to Coachella around 3:30, 4:30, and I have VIP. She has GA. Never been to Coachella. There's a VIP artist entrance, and then there's a GA entrance. But I was like, hey, just text me, call me, or whatever it is, and then we'll decide where to meet, and then we'll meet there. Simple. To VIP, I really quickly find one of my friends, Kayla. We meet up. This interaction is no more than 2 minutes long. I tell Kayla that I have to meet up with another girl, and she's like, yeah, we'll come with, and meet up at the little spiral rainbow thing. And she's already like blowing up my phone. She's calling me, she's texting me, she's like, where are you, where are you, where are you? And it's only been like 5 minutes, guys. It's only been 5 minutes. We make it to the spiral thing, and she's on the phone to somebody, and she's clearly visibly upset on the phone. She sees me, kind of ignores me, and I'm like, okay, cool. Kayla and I start taking photos, obviously offering to take her photos. She's already has an attitude with me. I'll take photos for you, no big deal. She shoves her G7X into my hands, and so I just kind of clock it. I'm like, okay, they're taking photos. I'm like, hey, do you want to see them? Because I want to make sure that I get your angles right and everything. And the G7X is on my wrist, and she like snatches it off so that she can see. And I was like, okay, we don't have to be rude. Again, shoves it back in my hand to take more photos of her, and then takes it away. I just think that's rude. I started just filming some more content because I'm really excited to be there, and again, it's my first Coachella as well, and she's huffing and puffing in the background of all of my fucking videos, which is why I didn't continue to post for the rest of day one. She was huffing and puffing, she was stomping around, she looks annoyed, and I was like, okay, like, let's try to make the situation better. Kayla looks at me and she's like, is your friend okay? Like, what's going on? And obviously I don't know if she's okay, so I'm just like trying to make the situation better. I'm like, hey, let's go get food, let's go eat, and then let's go listen to all the music. We go and get food, and we stand in line, and I like feel some conviction to kind of say that like, hey, I don't like the way that you talked to me or did things to me. So I tell her, I was like, you could totally find him being angry, but you're not going to take it out on me, and you're not going to speak to me any type of way. She apologizes and just says that she's really hangry, so that's why she's acting that way. I wouldn't know that, so I was just like, okay, if you're hungry, just let me know next time, because I don't know. And she has GA, I have VIP, and so do my friends, and so we think about getting to one of the VIP sections, but we can't, no big deal, and so we move on. Summit is the surprise guest at Dulab. We go to Dulab to go listen to John Summit, and she's already like, I've already seen John Summit 12 times in Vegas. Well, it's my first time, and again, you have your friends here as well, just like I have some of my friends. I don't mind being alone for a little bit. I'm completely sober. It's totally okay if you want to go be with your friends. She's complaining about her friends for this entire time, and was basically like, no, they just kind of want to use me to get artist passes. They just keep texting me. They're so annoying, that type of thing. While at John Summit, y'all know the target audience for John Summit, so you know what the crowd looks like, and she's kind of annoyed that they're bumping her, and so I offered to switch places with her. She kind of snaps at me and was like, no, and I was like, okay, I can't make this better if you don't let me help you. We leave John Summit early, go to Pasa. We leave Pasa early, get some water. Then we end up at Disclosure, and then like halfway through Disclosure set, she's like, I'm ready to go if you are. You know what? Sure. Okay, we'll go. I'm like kind of over it at this point. I feel like I've been babysitting this entire time. One of my other friends is staying in Joshua Tree but didn't go to Coachella, so I'm texting her, and she's like, hey, do you want to hang out for a little bit? I was like, yeah, of course. She was like, I'll come pick you up. Amazing. It's fun. We take the shuttle, get back to our hotel, and I'm like, hey, can I have the room key? Because I'm going to go hang out with my friends. We start playing a game of like 50 questions, I swear to God. I was like, I'm just going to go hang out with my friends. Like, I don't care what you do. You don't, easy. As I'm hanging out with my friends, I'm going over the day and like some of my annoyances, and I'm telling her how I'm feeling, and she looks at me and she's like, if you need a place to stay tonight, which I feel like you're going to need it, just text me and you can stay with us. I'm only with my friends for literally an hour. I go back home, again, fully sober. She looks mad, irritated. She's on the phone with somebody, and so I just kind of like start gathering my things and thinking about what I'm going to wear for the next couple days. She phrases this as a question, and it's not a question, but she's like, I'm going to go stay with my friends. I'm going to figure out, so you need to figure out what you're going to do for Sunday. The plan was to extend the rest of the trip for Sunday so that we just had somewhere secure to stay at our hotel. The hotel was originally in her name, and at this point, if I were to rebook it, because she essentially canceled her stay, if I were to rebook it, it would just be too expensive. It wouldn't be worth it. I kind of look at her now, and I'm like, okay, what am I supposed to do? And she's like, I mean, I guess I can ask my friends if you can stay with us. How inconsiderate of a person can you be? And then you also wanted to be around your guy friends for an artist pass. I think that's weird.
I'm lucky that I had friends that were already up here that could help me and accommodate me. If I didn't, you'd be leaving me stranded. Like, how inconsiderate of a person can you be? I don't say anything to her at this point. I pack up all my shit. I text my friend. I say, hey, I'm coming up there. I'm gonna figure out the rest of the weekend at some point. I drive an hour to Joshua Tree because why the fuck would I stay in a hotel room with a girl that isn't considerate of me? You were talking shit about your friends this entire weekend. You were complaining about everything, complaining about Coachella, complaining about the music, complaining about the people. How much can a person complain? I call my friends in the morning and then I'm able to figure out a place to stay with Kayla. God sent Angel and I had the most amazing time for day 2. But like, protect your energy, I guess you can say, and like the universe always works out because literally had the best time for day 2.
I thought y'all said black people were at Coachella. There's no black people here. It is a rare sighting to see a black person at Coachella right now, and I don't like that. I don't like that.
I'm at Coachella, and I would like to inform you guys, I just paid $41 for 2 pieces of pizza and a Coca-Cola. But we're gonna try it and see how it is, because every time I eat at Coachella, it's so expensive. But I went through a lot of sets. I went through Cass, I went through Sabrina. I'm hungry, and I'm about to go see Blood Orange with Coachella Boo. I don't know. All right. It tastes like cold tomato sauce. I'm done. Let's test the Coke, as if it's any different. Okay, the Coke is more worth it than the pizza. I now need to eat these 2 pizzas because it's $41. Happy Coachella. My bank account is begging on it. Actually, no, it's not. Manifesting. It's not begging on it. Okay, maybe I should have gotten a burger combo from Monty's because I know that's like $33, but it has fries, a burger, a shake. This is what I paid $40 for. And there's a piece of grass in it. Are you serious?
Lunch at Coachella day 2. I'm having Chipotle. My stomach is still hurting a little bit from the food poisoning I got on Thursday. I spared you guys the details, but it was not just a stomach ache. But thankfully, it went away pretty quickly. Yesterday I had a strawberry sandwich. Yesterday I just had a strawberry sandwich. It was so good. It was $20 for the strawberry sandwich, but it was bomb. I think I'm gonna get that again later today. After this, I have to start getting ready because we wanna aim to get into the festival at 3. I think I'm just gonna do my hair in the car because I wanna crimp it, but it's too powerful for my power bank and the car. So I'd have to go to like the hair salon place. There's like a lot of people there. Yeah, I killed it. It says the highs today are gonna be 85, and it's currently 82 degrees right now, and we could feel it. Everyone's like laid out. My mom got another body on the floor over there. I was feeling spiders all over me, and they hatched in my fan. There's like so many of them. Oh my gosh.
The carpet right there. They're all gonna be crawling all over his stuff.
And I'm about to hop in the shower now, so I'll see you guys later.
I'd like to thank the poor side of Coachella. You guys made me have no FOMO whatsoever. There was one girl I was following who waited 3 hours in line for a shower, and then she got food poisoning, and then spiders hatched in her fan. She said it was like 85 degrees, and a family of spiders hatched in her fan. So thanks to poor Coachella.
How did Coachella weekend just start and one of the headliners is already getting canceled because Sabrina Carpenter is getting her ass torn up for what she said about this Arabic cultural practice during her set? You hear the sounds?
Is that what you're doing? I don't like it.
Girl?
That's your culture, is yodeling?
It's not yodeling.
Is this Burning Man? What's going on?
Okay.
This is weird.
Now, to cut Miss Polly Pocket some slack, I do think she was joking. However, the joke just landed horribly because a lot of people were offended by her calling the yodeling weird. It's not yodeling, by the way. What they were doing is called Zagruta. Sorry if I didn't pronounce that right, but it's this Arabic cheer that Middle Eastern and North African women do during really big celebrations like graduations and weddings. It's not weird at all, and because Sabrina Carpenter decided to use that as a butt of a joke, now people are calling her all types of phobic and uncultured. Clearly, Sabrina did not watch the 2020 Super Bowl halftime show, because if she did, then she would have saw Shakira do this exact same thing. The Zagruta, if you will. She was flicking her tongue and everything, and I remember she made headlines for doing this because everybody was just wondering like what was going on. But then we found out that she was doing the Zagruta because she is half Middle Eastern. Her daddy is Lebanese. But let me know what y'all think about this. A lot of people feel like Sabrina Carpenter, like even even if it was a poor attempt at a joke, she had time to correct herself after she learned that what they were doing wasn't yodeling. It was like a different cultural thing that they were doing to show admiration towards her. And instead, you know, Sabrina was like, girl, I don't know what you was doing, but don't do that again.
And it's over, Robert. We're packing up. Hey, this was clutch. I like this. The air go-go. The tent. Frank, you want me to put it in there? Okay. Hey, Robert, aquí te das las cervezas o qué? Suavecito. Ahí. Pack your keys. A ver. No, thanks. A ver. A verga. Yeah. Come on, back. You still hurt. We're back. What?
If you're a regular human being and you want to go to Coachella, go weekend 2. You need to be going weekend 2. You do not need to be going weekend 1. I promise you, weekend 1 is fun. I've done both weekends. Weekend 2 is superior. Why? Because the crowds are not as bad. The performances are just as good. The vibes are even, I think, are even better because you don't have everyone there just getting content. Like, you have the locals, the people that live in the city, that live in SoCal, that go, like veterans that go to Coachella every year, like myself, go weekend 2, and you have to camp. You do not need to spend an arm and a leg at an Airbnb and drive in, drive out, and plus, like, getting a shuttle. Did you guys not see those wait times? They were like 40 to 50 minute waits. That's a part of your day that you could have been at Coachella grounds. Like, if you camp, you literally within a 10-minute walk to the Coachella grounds. You can walk back to your campsite. You can eat, drink, re-energize, shower. Like, you can do anything you want. Nap, bitch, it is your weekend. You can do whatever the hell you want with it, but please go weekend 2. The camping spot is literally $150. Like, and if you plan on going to Coachella, it is just a part of the experience of camping. Like, the worst part of it all is like using the damn porta potty, which is really not that bad. Get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, take your shit, and then literally like go back to your campsite or build your own little toilet at your campsite. Like, it really is not that bad. Like, no one likes porta potties, but honestly, it is the most cost-effective way to enjoy the festival. I cannot imagine being at the festival and not being able to go back to my campsite and like relax, because there's times where you do get tired. You're like, you want to relax, you want to take a nap, you want to just sit, and like going back to your campsite and like honestly talking to your friends at the end of the night is the best part of the whole weekend. Like, the debriefing of everything. I had one of my mutuals say this, and I completely agree with him, but please just camp. It is super fun, super easy. Camping activities, silent disco, like, it's just the all weekend long fucking party. Just do it.
I've never been happier being a Coachella weekend 2 person because I love watching the influencers fly to LA right now. and like get ready and get their outfits together and do their travel vlogs. Like, I'm sat for another week. I can figure my Coachella outfits this weekend while everyone's gone. Like, I'm chilling and I love watching the content. So give it to me and I'll be ready next week. And I'll just be with my girls vibing. I won't be going to no influencer events, networking. No. I'm just going to be vibing with my girls. That's all I need to do.
This is how much it cost me to come to Coachella as somebody who was not sponsored by a brand and had to pay everything out of pocket. So the first cost was the ticket itself. I got the VIP section, which was $12.99 for 3 days, which is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I know most people get the general admission, which is $7.99, which is only like a $500 difference, but in my opinion, it was 100% worth it. You do get closer viewing to some of the stages, and honestly, when the big performers do come out, it gets super packed. So next thing I spent money on was the hotel, which was the most expensive part. It was $2,300 for 3 nights, so Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night. And I know it sounds like a lot of money, but for me personally, I was not gonna go camping. I know it's a lot cheaper to go camping, but I just heard so many horror stories of people, you know, sharing bathrooms, the wind at night, and it's just not for me personally. I also spent money on flights, and that cost me $300 round trip from Oregon to California. And finally, you got to think of all the extra expenses that are probably going to be happening during the trip, which is food, drinks, merch, like all the extra stuff that you're going to be paying for. And realistically, that's going to cost me around $500. So in total, this trip is costing me around $4,000. Obviously, that's for me personally, but if you do want to go, you could probably, you know, get a cheaper hotel, or, you know, go camping, or maybe just get general admission instead of VIP. There's so many things that you could cut off to kind of make it cheaper, but for me personally, to have like a good experience, it's around $4,000.
The last thing I'll ever say about Coachella is you do not need to be going if you are poor. If you are not getting paid to be there, or if you do not have an abundance amount of money, you're going to suffer. If you're poor, save up your money for Rolling Loud tickets, Lollapalooza, Lyrical Lemonade, or a concert of your choice, but you're going to suffer.
Today we're doing a house tour of the $83,000 Airbnb I bought for 3 nights at Coachella. Oh, when you walk in, this is the main area, and obviously it's very messy because, you know, we've been just partying every single night. We're gonna start with the backyard. And then here is our big pool. Look at these slides. Dude, we've been racing down them every single day. It's so much fun. The pool water's so warm. We got this big backyard, and we have this awesome TV over here. And we're gonna watch probably the Euphoria premiere tonight and eat In-N-Out. If you keep walking this way, there is a mini golf course. We have pickleball and volleyball, so whichever one. Besides all of this, we also have all these cute little activities over here. We have Connect 4, we have axe throwing, and just so much room to make content. It's so awesome. Now we're gonna go back inside and see everyone's messy bedrooms because Coachella's been a little hectic. First room is Summer and Aisha's, and let me just say, what are you guys doing?
Getting ready.
Still?
Yes.
Sorry. It's okay. Can I do room tour of your room?
It's very messy.
Nasty's already saw. This is their room that they have. I'm pretty sure they're sleeping in that corner. Rose.
You sleep in the corner.
But I love what you guys have done here. It's really awesome and amazing.
We're fully moved in.
Yes.
And we have a room for you. A bed for you.
Yes.
Sleepover.
So when you exit their room and you go to the left, there's a surprise. Arcade room. Look at this. It's pretty dark in here, but there's so many awesome fun games. There's bowling, which is really fun, and then pinball machines and everything you could ever possibly need. So I'm gonna bowl for you guys real quick. Now we're gonna head to my bedroom, which is the master bedroom. This is the master bedroom. It's pretty big, but the bathroom is my favorite part. Come check this out. Look at this mirror. I've been having all the girls come in here and get ready with me, and then my horrific closet, which looks like that. And then there's this massive TV in here, and then look at the shower. It's huge. And now we're gonna check out Alina's room. Let's see. Hello, can we come in?
Hello.
Really clean in here. You're clean. Oh my gosh. Let me check your bathroom. Wow. Clean. All the other girls' rooms are destroyed. My room's destroyed.
I literally just cleaned because I knew she was gonna do a room tour. If you guys saw the mess I had, you guys would be like, what the fuck is wrong with that girl? This is our stylist room, and you can definitely tell by the amount of clothes everywhere. You can't even step without stepping on something. So this is just how it is for Coachella. Next room we're gonna check out is Joy's room. She's not here, so let's see what it's looking like. Pretty clean. And we have Piper's room. Hello. Hey. I like your outfit.
You do?
Yes, it's really super cute.
Really?
Yes.
Thank you.
Hey, your room's so awesome and clean.
Hey, that's
wow,
because I have my friends to help me.
You have a big bathroom.
My bathroom's pretty big.
Yeah, pretty awesome.
A lot of bitches up in here.
What you got in here?
Clothes.
Very nice.
Very cutesy, very nice.
I love your
What you
room.
looking at?
Ooh. And now we're gonna check out the Bop House assistant's room. Let's see. Oh. Okay, just stuff everywhere, like every other room. Now we're gonna check out Ava's room. She got the Coachella bug, so she's resting. But let's just peek real quick. How are you feeling? Okay. If you need anything, let me know. Her room's pretty clean. That's it for the tour of our $83,000 Airbnb we got for 3 nights for Coachella. Let me know if you guys think it was worth it.
To all of you people that are at Coachella right now, I just want to let you know, I just booked my 2027 Coachella tickets, bitch. Yes, I just booked my fucking Coachella tickets, bitch. I bet your ass couldn't do that. Exactly. Because I just got my tickets. Bitch. You can't do that. I have the VIP. Come VIP, come VIP. You heard Bob Bunny? He wasn't talking about you. He was talking about me. I got my 2027 Coachella tickets, bitch. And I got my outfits ready to pre-custom by the one, the only. You can't know who the one and only is because I'm on an NDA. But just know I got my Coachella tickets, bitch, and you didn't. So shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Alright, y'all have seen that whole compilation. Y'all have seen all that they went through, honey. Because I think this is a wake-up call for a lot of people, especially if you didn't plan right, okay? Because those expenses do add up. And the people who are there in the event trying to sell food and like pizza for $20 and what? Baby, at that point I'm eating grass. The grass out there, just give me some salt and black pepper and I'm in the grass, honey. Because what y'all talking about? And then the pizza in itself was getting people sick apparently. So I don't even know. And then to make matters worse, this is not even weekend 2. This is weekend 1. This was just the past weekend. I had to put y'all on. This was just weekend 1. We haven't seen the next people coming in for part 2. Like I said, they're coming in for weekend 2 this weekend. We about to see a whole new rise of things going on. Okay, so anyway, that's it. I would like you guys to give me down your opinions in the comment section. Y'all let me know what you think. I really don't have much to say. I just wanted y'all to get caught up on it, to see what was going on, so I can see what you guys are talking about. If you haven't watched the first part, make sure you go and watch the one I just posted about like what two days ago. Make sure you go catch up on that and catch up on more videos in the playlist. I have a bunch of videos that I'll be dropping. Make sure you turn on your post notifications. If you came all the way to the end, I really appreciate you guys. You guys are real ones. Make sure you sub up. We've been going crazy. People have been finding out about my channel. We're growing daily. I'm talking about daily. New people are finding my channel. They're really appreciating me, telling me how they really enjoy my content, and believe it or not, it really pushes me. It keeps me like on my toes. Like as soon as I'm like chilling and somebody's like, Sandy, I love this video, I'm like, okay, I need to edit, I need to put something together. You know, it keeps me going. Believe it or not, y'all literally keep me going to where I just come and produce more content for you guys. So I really appreciate that. So make sure you sub up, make sure you hype the video, make sure you like, share the video up, comment, do what you do, y'all know what we do. Our family in the comment section, we always link back down and we talk about everything that's going on. And if you went to Coachella, let me know if you would, after seeing this, are y'all still going for weekend 2 for real? or y'all probably maybe expecting it's gonna be more chill. I don't know. We gonna see. We gonna see. Like I said, they're traveling right now, 17th through 19th. So we probably gonna get footage either this weekend. Make sure it accumulates. Maybe by Monday, I'm gonna drop something. Or if we get it by the end of Sunday, I'm gonna drop something for y'all. So y'all make sure you sub up. I really appreciate everyone who's been supporting my channel, everyone who is positive minded on my channel. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for always being there with me. I really appreciate you. And with that being said, I hope you guys stay blessed, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your weekend, honey. Okay, with that being said, I will be seeing you guys in the next one. Bye.